For over a year, I have been bookmarking various absolutely absurd videos that are just completely unbelievable. Most of which are generated AI, of course, because, of course they are. And, not going to have a whole lot of time thanks to work to get the video I wanted out, so instead, why don't we just relax and laugh at some bad videos together, or cringe, or cry, or let's see what we got here. All right, so far we've got a can of Coca-Cola and 2 aerosol cans. Not gonna be good. We have released the gas into water. I don't know what the gas is, but it was flammable. All right, so butane or propane, possibly both. You have injected butane and propane into water and then lit it on fire. Okay, the can is still sealed. None of that has penetrated the can. We are pouring baking soda into a glass vase of the can that is still sealed and not penetrated. Okay.
Baking soda, wow.
Yeah, why are we doing this? What is the point? We have batteries. I don't think baking soda is conductive, but
But are they AA?
Yeah.
we threw.
Go all the way around the can.
We're just throwing them in haphazardly. Okay, I thought for a moment we were going ahead and making sure enough were
7.
positive down,
Okay.
negative down. You put 7 batteries in. Okay, the can is still sealed.
Take a lemon.
We have a lemon. Okay. The can is still sealed.
Does it need to be organic?
No, it doesn't matter. This for this one.
All right, we have now injected lemon juice.
It's already reacting with the baking soda.
Of course, the acid's going to react with baking soda. It's going to create carbon dioxide.
Wow. look
Then
at
it's going to
that.
start fizzing. The can is still sealed, however. None of this reaction is
hang
going
on,
to penetrate
hang on.
in.
What is that? Vinegar.
Vinegar. That's going to cause more foaming. Again, nothing has penetrated the aluminum can yet. So we have baking soda. We have a carbon dioxide foam
Well, look at it right
with a small amount of acetone and batteries.
Just like that, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Just what?
What is the point?
Ooh,
I should get tongs.
I'll get you tongs. Do you need any more vinegar or is it done? Wow, look at it bubbling.
Oh my God, look at the bubbles.
The battery in there.
See?
Whoa, hang on. Yeah.
And you can still see the Coke can.
Yeah, because you got a whole lot of baking soda that haven't touched the vinegar
It
yet.
doesn't look like the vinegar touched a lot of the baking soda at the bottom. Is that
Yeah.
why you do so much?
Again, the can is still sealed. Nothing has penetrated the can yet.
Here we go.
Vinegar is not strong enough to eat through aluminum.
You want tongs?
Neither is acetone. The very small trace amounts that are there.
Yep, oh, leave that Coke in frame. I want to see it. Yep. Great.
Now watch this, okay?
Okay.
Now, I've done all of this stuff to the Coke to show you something here, okay?
That aluminum, that nothing has penetrated
What's
aluminum?
happened to the inside of this can?
Nothing, because it's still sealed.
Okay.
We have Vaseline.
This is Vaseline.
Again, it's not going to penetrate the can.
And what does the Vaseline do?
I'll show you in just a second.
I doubt it. I very much doubt it. I don't know where this is going.
Oh, I heard that pop. What was
Yeah.
that?
What?
Did you hear that?
No, what pop?
Oh, I heard that pop. What was
Yeah.
that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's
Is
what
it
I'm
done?
about to show you. Yep.
Is it done?
Yes.
So how do you know if it's done?
That wasn't a very convincing
Open it and show
pop.
you right
No,
now.
no movement happened on the can. At least that I saw.
Check this out.
It couldn't be the
okay?
bottom. Bottom's too thick.
Ready? I'm just gonna wipe the top a little bit like this.
Wipe the whole thing off. None of this
I'm
matters.
gonna wipe the top a little bit.
I'm gonna go back and take a look.
So how do you? Is
what
it
I'm
done?
about to show.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that pop. What was
Yep,
that?
I'll show you.
Yeah, nothing moved.
Open it and show you right
The
now.
guy did that off camera, I'm willing to bet. Like, this whole thing feels hoaxy as hell.
Okay.
I don't remember what this was about. All I remember is saving this a year
Wipe
ago.
the top a little bit, like this. Okay, now listen. Listen to this.
Yep. What?
What is that?
Okay, you froze it.
That's not what a can of Coke is supposed to
No,
sound
No,
like.
that's not.
No,
Right?
it sounds
Not
like
at
you
all.
it sounds like you froze the
I
can.
know. So watch this, okay? All of these steps. I'm gonna open this up. I'll show you. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Is it gonna?
Is it gonna?
Nice cut
explode?
there though.
No, listen. Oh, I have the nails. Ready?
Do you need somebody to open it for you?
Nope.
You have successfully opened a can of Coca-Cola.
So no liquid.
What do you mean no liquid?
No liquid.
So the vinegar and the baking soda and the batteries, what did it do?
Look.
It dehydrated it?
That's not how that works. The water would have to still be somewhere because it's still a sealed.
Whoa!
Is it the sugar?
Yeah, that's the amount. That's just the sugar that's in the Coke.
That's
all you're left with.
Nobody believes this, right? Come on. You really want to try and lie to me and say that you put in baking soda, vinegar, batteries, and Vaseline, and that has somehow given you pure white sugar out of a caramel colored drink, that somehow first off, there's no actual real sugar in there. It's all corn syrup. So you'd be left with the syrup. Second, how did the coloring, water, everything else leave the can if it was still sealed? Like, it's obviously a tampered can, right? It's obviously a tampered can. And we already had a big cut. Like, where was it? Right here? Let me go from this angle
Is it gonna?
Steps. I'm gonna open this up. I'll show you. Okay, are you ready?
into that. Yeah. Like, come on. This fools no one, right? How's this? How does this stupid nonsense
That's
end?
just the sugar that's in the Coke.
That's
all you're left with there.
and that's the amount of sugar that is in Cokes.
Yeah,
Wow,
I know. Isn't that crazy?
that's crazy.
That's a lot of sugar.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You did it. My eyes have been opened to how stupid this is. I now feel dumber. Oh boy, 10 life hacks.
Do you really know these practical life hacks? 1. Fill a plastic bag with water, place it in a clogged toilet, and then press the flush button. The toilet will be unclogged. 2. Add hand cream.
I think if that works, your toilet was not clogged. I don't think that would work at all. Now, maybe in like a really, really light clog, but realistically, any sort of clog, you're going to need to either snake out and break up whatever the blockage is, or use a plunger, apply pressure, real pressure, not just a vacuum that may or may not occur when you put a plastic bag filled with water over a toilet. And if it's a real block, nothing's going to happen. It's just, I don't see that working at all. I mean, it might in lesser clogs. If it's a weak clog, it probably could.
Glycerin and a bit of dish soap to alcohol, shake it well, spray it on graffiti on the wall, and after letting it sit for 2 minutes, you can wipe it clean with a cloth.
All right,
3.
you want to know the secret here with that one? All right, hand cream, glycerin, bit of dish soap to alcohol. All right, you want to know the real secret here? Just use the alcohol. Alcohol is a lot of most inks will break down and diffuse into alcohol. So just isopropyl alcohol will remove a lot of weak inks.
Glycerol, and after
And you can clearly see
a bit
here,
of dish soap to alcohol, shake it well, spray
you can see the one here. This is just by a ballpoint pen. This is not by a whole lot. So, of course, your concoction went ahead and did that. A little bit of soap actually doesn't hurt because that'll help break down some oils and whatnot that are also on there. So why not kill two birds with one stone? The hand cream does nothing.
it on graffiti on the wall, and after letting it sit for 2 minutes, you can wipe it clean with a cloth. 3.
By the way,
For
like
a
1
greasy
minute, if
range
that.
hood, add dish soap, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and some white wine to hot water. Shake it well. Spray it on the range hood, and wait for 5 minutes before wiping it clean with a towel.
So, chemically wise, most of what's going to be on your range hood is going to be grease. The dish soap is what's going to do that anyway. Dish soap specifically is meant to bind oils to water. It's what we call a oh god, I'm blanking out on the term. A surfactant. I believe that's the correct term. It's way too early to be doing this with any sort of chemical knowledge. But basically soap is what we call lipophilic and hydrophilic. It binds to both. And so you just have soap and water, and that's going to help do most of this as it is. You might need for hoods that have been sitting for a while something a bit stronger. What was the mixture they used?
Baking soda and some white wine to hot water. Shake.
I don't know if the baking soda and white wine are doing anything. I think wine is like a little acidic. So you're getting like a little bit of foaming action there just to make you feel good, but I don't think it's going to do a lot.
It well. Spray it on the range hood and wait for 5 minutes before wiping it clean with a towel. 4. In a spray bottle, add floral water and some dish soap. Shake it well and spray it on the living room floor. The cleaned floor will be dust-free and leave no footprint.
You could do the same with just regular water. You don't need floral water. Again, the whole point of dish soap is to bind oils to water. And that's what lifts a lot of dirt up, because a lot of dirt can be stuck into oils of some kind. That's like the whole point.
Spray bottle, add floral water and some dish soap
Wait.
with a towel. 4. In a spray bottle, add floor.
Yeah, it's just
The
floral
cleaned
water and
floor
dish
will
soap.
be dust-free and leave no footprints. 5. Add salt, baking soda, white vinegar, and hot water to the floor drain, and clean it regularly once a week for a clean and odor-free drain. 6. Squeeze dish soap onto the bottom.
I mean,
of
that's
the
not really
pot.
a hack,
Sprinkle
that's just
baking
cleaning.
soda. Spread it evenly. Cover it with a paper towel.
What
Pour
are you
on
doing?
white vinegar. Place it in a sealed bag.
Why?
And let it sit for 2 hours. Finally, squeeze toothpaste onto a scouring pad and wipe the bottom of the pot directly to remove grease. 7.
I'm sorry, what? All right, I need a moment to process this one.
6. Squeeze dish soap onto the bottom
We
of
have
the pot.
dish soap,
Sprinkle baking soda.
baking soda.
Spread it evenly. Cover it with a paper towel. Pour on white.
No water though. It's just dish soap. Pure dish soap with no water to bind the grease and the to so it's just it's not all right. Okay. They are adding white vinegar. So we got some foaming action from the baking soda and the vinegar to make you feel good. That leaves trace amounts of acetone that won't do a whole lot either. But at least there is water inside the white vinegar. So that's actually going to do something.
Vinegar. Place it in a sealed bag.
This
and
is
let
not
it
doing
sit for
anything.
2 hours. Finally,
That's doing nothing other than giving your pan a chance to rust. You'd have the same results just soaking it.
squeeze toothpaste onto a scouring pad and wipe the bottom of the pot directly to remove grease.
I mean, honestly, the scouring pad is going to do much more than anything else just because you've got abrasion now to try and get up that now softened grease layer. The toothpaste is doing nothing for you there. They actually do make stuff. It's called Easy Off. that is meant to be a deep penetrating grease killer just for this sort of stuff, you're gonna be better off doing that, even though you do want to use that in a more ventilated area. That's gonna be much better off than whatever the heck this all was. I don't even know if this would even penetrate deep enough to get a layer of grease this thick off.
7. In a spray bottle, add baking soda, white vinegar, and
Oh,
dish
boy.
soap. Do not add water. Shake it well.
Do not add water. Do not. Well, you already added water with the vinegar because most vinegars are diluted.
And spray it on areas with lime scale. After waiting for 2 minutes, you can remove the lime scale stains. 8. Squeeze
Just use CLR. It's purpose built specifically for lime scale. We have what here? Vinegar.
grease.
What was-
7. In a spray bottle, add baking
Baking soda,
white vinegar, and dish soap.
and
Do
dish
not
soap.
add
So all you've done is you've made foam with the baking soda and vinegar into a sealed container, I might add. So we're damaging our spray container now because we're adding pressure in this thing, and we're adding, it was dish soap, right?
7. In a spray bottle, add baking soda, white vinegar, and
And dish soap, okay. Yeah, again, dish soap wants water. Dish soap wants water to work. That's the whole point. Like we have a bubble making machine is what we have here in a sealed container.
dish soap. Do not add water. Shake it well and spray it on areas with lime scale. After waiting for
I
2
don't
minutes,
think that's gonna-
you can remove the lime scale.
So the vinegar will help break down the lime scale if it's been I mean, since my chemical knowledge is based on getting stains out of clothes, I'm not sure what you need to break down lime scale, but God, the vinegar might do it just on its own, but you've now neutralized the vinegar by adding baking soda. And baking soda, for the most part, all it does is just release carbon dioxide. That's what baking soda is meant for. It's meant to release carbon dioxide into dough to make it rise.
Stains. 8. Squeeze toothpaste onto the sink.
Oh,
Sprinkle
no.
baking soda. Add dish soap and
Oh,
then
no.
scrub with a scouring pad. After creating foam, wait for 5 minutes and then scrub it clean. This will leave the sink very clean. 9. Add a tablespoon
Just
of
use
baking
dish soap
soda,
and water.
dish soap, and white vinegar to the sink, and finally pour in hot water. This will ensure that the drainage pipes are clear and odor-free.
No. it'll make it odor free, other than the odor of vinegar. But all right, add a tablespoon of baking soda.
Add a tablespoon of baking soda, dish soap, and white vinegar to the sink, and finally
So the dish soap is going to do nothing here other than bind to the oils inside the pipes, which there probably won't be a whole lot because you already have soap and water going down the pipes as it is. It's going to be some other kind of buildup that can't be penetrated by just the regular dish soap that's got some other properties to it. The baking soda and vinegar, yeah, it's going to build up pressure that can help alleviate pipes. The problem is that your top is still open, so it's just going to rise. It's not going to build any pressure to the actual blockage in the actual things. And having a chemical reaction to go ahead and do that sort of thing, if you're thinking, oh well, I'll do this and put a lid on, no, you've now created a bomb out of your pipes. Bad. Like, look, if you got a clog in your sink, you've either got to snake it out, or they actually do have little small plungers meant for sinks. Just use that. I've actually went ahead and unclogged shower drains with a plunger myself. You just got to make sure in the case of a bathroom sink or a shower or a tub, there's an auxiliary vent on the sink, and that's meant for that if the water gets too high, it'll just go into that vent rather than overflow and flood the bathroom. You have to make sure you cover that in some way. And I've done that just by simply like putting my thumb over the whole vent with my left hand or my offhand, and then with your dominant hand going ahead and plunging the heck out of the drain. And I'm not even kidding. I have gone ahead and cleaned out clogs that way. If it's too serious though, you're probably gonna be better off just actually getting a professional plumber to go ahead and do it, or a snake. or get a snake.
Pour in hot water. This will ensure that the drainage pipes are clear and odor-free. 10. Cut a scouring pad in half.
Oh, no.
Place a tablespoon of baking soda inside.
Oh, more baking soda.
And put it in the refrigerator as a drying box. Have you learned these practical?
Just put a box of baking soda in the fridge. That's like a common old wives' tale. You don't need to go and f up a perfectly good sponge. These hacks suck.
Practical life hacks.
I've learned to ignore life hacks. That's what I've learned. Smart soup hack. I'm gonna feel stupid after this, aren't I? Okay. What? So what? We got like really oily noodles. We've taken a thing of paper of some kind, soaks up the oil, leaves it. Better question, how'd the oil get in there? Assuming this is like cup noodle or something, how'd the oil get in there? Is it from a protein that's not visible? Did we add the oil? If we add the oil, why are we adding the oil then removing the oil? Anyway. Butter. So I've heard you can just put a wooden spoon across the top of an open pot like this, and that'll stop bubbles from forming. I've had some luck with that, but usually you just gotta like actually, turn down the heat. Or, stir it. You should be stirring it anyway. Butter. Would that work? I don't know if that would work. The thing is, though, that you've now added butter to this thing, and you might not have wanted to do that. All right, we have pizza dough. Wait, go back to the other. What was the point of that? Was that to make like gnocchi or like little what's your end game video? What's your goal? Don't leave me hanging. I'm conflicted. Like again, why would you add let's move on. All right. 530 calories. Man, all right, first I gotta rant for a little bit. I normally don't eat Big Macs. I had like a Big Mac during a promotion. This is the worst thing I ever put in my mouth. Like, holy smokes. The McDouble is a better burger than the Big Mac. Hold up. Hold up. You make a very compelling argument, random video online. Look, you could have a Big Mac or enjoy wine. This one's onto something. Tips for bicycles, okay? I mean, okay, I guess, but why not just... Air pumps are not that expensive. Look, especially right now, like, things are tight. Trust me, I get it. But in what world do you have an air compressor but not a Schrader valve? Because they hook this thing up to an air compressor, right? Yeah. Like, I don't see the universe where you got one but not the other. Okay, we put a plug into the open side. Okay, I don't hate this one. I actually don't hate this one. The only thing I would do differently is maybe a little bit of a lighter to go ahead and try to shrink the edges of it, because you're going to get a little bit of chafing where your hand meets the side of it. So maybe try to smooth that out a little bit, maybe a little bit of sandpaper or something like that to smooth out. Although I don't hate it, actually. All right, we have taken a syringe, ruined it. We have put hot glue into a cap. Oh. I mean, I guess. There's better ways to do this, though. Like, you know, they make purpose-specific devices. Like, I'm more likely to go ahead and just go out to a Home Depot and just get one of the spring door stoppers that are like $20 than go out and mutilate a syringe and a hot glue gun and 2 bottle caps to go ahead and do this. Okay, roller deodorant. Okay, we have removed the deodorant. We are hot gluing. Okay. Those are not going to hold up for very long at all. One is intended to, the plastic ball does not have that big of a weight load because, of course, it's just meant to roll some deodorant on. To use it then as the casters for an entire tool bench, or what was it they used it for? Like an entire cabinet. You know, you're talking 30, 40, 50 pounds on a hollow plastic ball. That thing is going to cave in. You would have been better off just getting small casters, you know, the things that they're built for. All right, hole saw, can't get a grip. Put 2 screws in. Okay, counterpoint. You have a drill? Make a starting hole. Or take a little bit of sandpaper, rough up the finish so your hole saw can get a grip. The 2 screws there, a lot can go wrong and you're going to damage 2 screws inevitably just by your drill going through it. All right. We got mosquito coil. All right. We have split the mosquito coil. We are... Wait. Wait. What was the deal with the mosquito coils? You split the 2 mosquito coils as God intended. What was the hack? What was the fucking hack? Okay, here though, we've taken a paint roller and made it a floor taping thing. I mean, you know, if it works for you, it works for you. Here we are mutilating a lawn chair. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. You've taken away a large chunk of the support. And now you're going to put your faith that this thing is going to hold into rope holding up plastic. That is an accident waiting to happen, man. You're doomed. Doomed. Car tips. I remember this Twitter channel. This Twitter channel is awful. Let's see what they got. Okay. So you need to find the right tuning fork to do that. And there's better ways to destroy a car window if you really need to destroy a car window for some reason. They do make specialized tools, or just a piece of ceramic will do it as well. Okay. We have pried out the mirror using a key. You have now damaged your key because you're using it as a pry tool. You should never do that with a flip key at all. There's also an adhesive that holds that on. You need to go and take a heat gun to loosen that, which you've already done off camera. But, you know, we're going to ignore that for now. Okay. You've replaced a mirror. Okay. So, first off, that filter is really good. That is one of the cleanest air filters I have seen in a while. All you gotta, so for a sick emoji, you don't know what a bad air filter looks like. Second, if it's just some leaves in there, just knock out the leaves and put the filter back in. The other thing also, they're trying to do this to go ahead and be like, oh my God, you didn't know an air filter was there to go ahead and clean out. It varies from car to car. Most that I've seen have the cabin air filter actually under the hood for the most part. They just replaced the whole filter anyway. Okay. Yeah, what a waste. All right, you have a key fob. That is a battery in the key fob. That's just how to change a battery for that specific key fob. Stop using your key as a pry tool! What are you doing? What was that? What was the hack? So yeah, actually fun. So actually, my car actually has this now too. There's no visible keyhole. If I need to get in and the remote unlock and the lock is not working, I'd have to do that as well. That isn't really a hack. That's just like a thing that modern cars do. Yep, that's just replacing the wiper blades on that specific kind of wiper. The thing is that like this doesn't.
Business knowledge or practical. I'm Clara. Follow me. Let's be friends.
Well, I mean, this wasn't practical where you went and destroyed a rear window. But I mean, like, a lot of this only applies to your specific car. Every car is different. Especially when you get into, you know, bigger vehicles. So, yeah, it's going to vary from car to car. Please, for the love of God, before you do any sort of work on your car, do some research and make sure to research the exact year, make, and model of your car. All right. Best advice I can give. There are tons upon tons of DIYers on YouTube. You're bound to find whatever information you need on YouTube, unless you have a Volvo truck, in which case you are absolutely f***ed. Grace Gem, oh boy.
For cleaning home appliances.
This for cleaning home appliances, huh?
If your kettle has a thick layer of lime scale after prolonged use, add 2 potato peels and an eggshell. Pour in a small amount of vinegar and some water. Bring it to a boil and gently shake the kettle. The lime scale will easily come off.
I'm sorry. Okay. I need a minute to process that one.
Learn these and save a fortune. If your kettle has a thick layer of lime scale after prolonged use, add 2
potato peels. We've added starch.
Potato peels and an eggshell.
An eggshell. We have now calcium and starch.
Pour in a small amount of vinegar and some water.
We have now an acid that's not strong enough to really break down anything, and some water. I mean, the vinegar and the water are going to do far more to break down that lime scale than the eggshells and the potato peels.
Bring it to a boil and gently shake the kettle. The lime scale will easily come off.
It might not. I'm gonna be real. Again, CLR is probably your best bet. If there is a big limescale buildup, there might be another problem like damage to the bottom of the kettle. There's a lot that could be going on there, and there's no like one solution for all of that. Someone might know better. I'm not a kettle expert. I do know a little bit about removing those sort of things, though.
Don't throw away that greasy air fryer. Flip the rack.
I still don't have an air fryer.
Sprinkle some baking soda, add some water. Ensure the rack is fully submerged. Place it back in the air fryer. Set it to 180 degrees for 10 minutes. Watch the grease lift away. Rinse
All right, what do they add?
them off. Don't throw away that greasy air fryer. Flip the rack upside down. Sprinkle some baking soda, add some water. Ensure the rack is fully
Why not? Why don't you add dish soap? The thing that actually would bind the grease and the oils to the water.
submerged. Place it back in the air fryer. Set it to 180 degrees for 10 minutes. Watch the grease lift away. Rinse with clean water, and it's spotless. Dirty
It'll be spotless if it's still non-stick. But you're gonna be far better off using soap.
refrigerator door seals, spray some alcohol first. In a bowl, mix dish soap. Add baking soda, dip a towel or tissue in the solution. Wrap it around a hard card. Scrub back and forth. Dirt easily comes off, leaving solution.
Wait.
In a bowl, it's spotless.
Okay, hold up, hold up.
Refrigerator door seals, spray some alcohol first. In
All right, we have alcohol in the mold. Okay.
a bowl, mix dish soap. Add baking soda, dip a towel or tissue in the solution.
We don't
Wrap
need
it
the
around a
baking
hard
soda.
card. Scrub back and forth. Dirt easily comes off, leaving it like new. Here's how to
We don't need the baking soda. Like the baking soda is just making bubbles. We don't need the bubbles.
meat grinder. Add hot water to a bowl. Mix in dish soap, half a spoon of salt, some vinegar, and an eggshell. Blend for 15 seconds. Rinse with clean water, and it's immediately spotless. Mix
Man, we're really on the using eggshells as cleaning materials today, huh? So
dirt easily.
Let's break
comes
this
off,
down here.
leaving it like new. Here's how to clean a meat grinder. Add
that's not a meat grinder for starters. That's a blender.
hot water to a bowl. Mix in dish soap, half a spoon.
Hot
of
water, dish soap, salt, that's doing nothing. Vinegar, which is a mild acid, and an eggshell. At least we're not including baking soda to go ahead and neutralize the vinegar. Vinegar would break down the eggshell a little bit, but not by much. I mean, just hot water and the dish soap, especially with this, since it looks, what's on there doesn't look that bad.
vinegar, and an eggshell. Blend for 15 seconds. Rinse with clean water, and it's immediately spotless. Mix toothpaste, baking
Like, I guess the whole point, I mean, like the eggshell would go ahead and be an abrasive, so you're doing like some kind of scrubbing in there, but you're gonna scratch things if it's a plastic base. I just don't see the point. Just hot water and soap, especially if it's just very liquidy like that. This one,
dish soap
toothpaste,
and
baking
vinegar in a
soda,
bowl.
dish soap,
Add
and
water
vinegar.
Stir well.
We have a
Spray onto
full
the
mixture.
pan surface. Wipe with a towel. Cover it with a plastic bag. Turn it on. Let the dirt dissolve. Remove
Let the dirt dissolve. Again, baking soda and water would do plenty here. So I can actually tell you a little bit about this kind of buildup on fans. A lot of that actually is like aerosolized grease from your kitchen. I have actually seen that. It's actually even on my server fans. It's actually a big pain in the butt to get off. Your best bet is going to be dish soap and just some water and a damp towel. That's gonna be the best way to do it. You can go ahead and like spray some kind of degreaser to go ahead and break that down, then turn the fan on, just watch it blow off and make a huge mess, but just wiping it off is gonna be the better way to go. Make sure it's unplugged and then take the actual cage off.
surface. Wipe with a towel. Cover it with a plastic bag. Turn it on. Let the dirt dissolve. Remove the bag, and your fan will be spotless.
You should always be suspicious of videos like this that have this many jump cuts.
My mother-in-law just revealed
By
this
the way.
family secret. Mix dish soap with salt. Add baking soda and mix in a bowl.
Your
Add water
secret
and
sucks.
Stir well. Use the solution to clean your range hood. It'll last.
I hate you. I hate you with all my hate. I want to make sure I have this. We have
Mother-in-law just revealed this family secret.
an
Mix
egg
dish soap
yolk. All right, we have.
and your fan
I want to
will
make sure
be
I have this
spotless.
right here.
My mother-in-law just revealed this family secret. Mix
Dish soap with salt. Okay.
dish soap with salt. Add
Add baking soda.
baking soda and mix in a bowl. Add water and stir well.
We're just gonna ignore the egg yolk in your description. What's the egg yolk for? Why are we ignoring it? There was dish soap. That's gonna help clean your range hood, but I mean, you're gonna be far better off with something a bit stronger, something that penetrates grease a little
Solution to
deeper.
clean your range hood. It'll last 50 years.
On top of that, using this, you've now added egg to your range hood, which when exposed to heat is gonna harden and smell after. Oh god, that's terrible.
Without replacement. Washing machines get dirty over time.
They do,
Here's a simple
yes.
trick. Add baking soda, vinegar, and alcohol. Fill with water. Run a cycle. Spin dry. After these steps, all dirty water will drain out. Never cleaned your
Woo! Okay, so a lot of what will happen in a washing machine
Here's a simple trick. Add baking soda, vinegar, and alcohol. Fill with water.
is that and it's more common with front loaders than anything. You're gonna end up with soap buildup. Okay, you might also end up with like lint buildup, but let's work on the soap buildup because that's gonna be easier to deal with. All right, the soap buildup. The best thing you can go ahead and do is just run a cycle with whatever pH is the opposite of whatever soap you're using. I know that sounds convoluted, but they make laundry detergents that are both alkaline and acidic. And you've got to go ahead and use one that would counteract the other. Now, which one is which? Good luck. That's all I can say in that regard. You want to, and it doesn't have to be something strong. Like if it's an alkaline based soap, vinegar is going to be just fine. If it's an acidic based soap, baking soda is going to be just fine to break that down. No problem. This is going to be one of the few times baking soda is actually a good idea to go ahead and do that sort of thing. If you do have to use baking soda, set the water level to like minimum, or not minimum, but like medium, so that if foam does generate, it's got plenty of places to go and doesn't overflow. If you do have lint buildup, there's only one solution to that, and that is to take apart the washing machine and actually get that out of there, which most people are not going to do. They're just going to call a specialist to do that because they don't feel comfortable taking out their washing machine.
Water. Run a cycle. Spin dry.
If your water looks like this when you're running an empty load in your washing machine, there is something else horribly, horribly, horribly wrong.
After these steps, all dirty water will drain out. Never cleaned your air conditioner? Remove the filter. Prepare a bucket of water. Add laundry detergent, vinegar,
Just
and
use water.
Soak the filter for 5 minutes.
Just
It'll
use
be
water.
spotless. Reinstall the clean filter. Your AC will blow stronger and fresher.
You just need water, man. You can use dish soap if you think there's like some aerosolized grease in the thing, but just water. I've got a pedestal AC unit over there too. That's all I do. Just take it to the shower, handheld sprayer, spray out the dust, wave the dust filter dry, and that's it. You don't need to. What were they adding to this stupid concoction?
All dirty water will drain out. Never cleaned your air conditioner? Remove the filter. Prepare a bucket of water. Add laundry detergent.
Laundry detergent. Remember how I said earlier that laundry detergent can either be acidic or basic? Yeah. So we got laundry detergent, vinegar, and floral water.
Vinegar and floral water. Soak the filter for 5 minutes.
You just need water, man.
Reinstall the clean filter.
You just need water and maybe soap, and that's it.
AC will blow stronger and fresher air. Follow me for more daily life hacks.
These life hacks suck. That's all I can say, man. Oh, another one from the Clean Car Club. Let's see what fresh hell we got here. All right, so We got a block and a padlock. So first off, I almost guarantee you this master lock can be opened with another copy of the same master lock. Second, that's not a very secure way to go ahead and make sure the car is secure. A far better way is to make sure the steering wheel cannot move or the gas pedal cannot move. The other thing is that no one's going to go ahead and want to lock and unlock their brake pedal every time. Also, if they're able to get in, chances are they had to smash the window, which means they also have tools to go ahead and break a wooden block. Okay, we have added a towel to, okay, well, you do you, I guess. We have pressure washed a towel against a car, or you could, you know, wash the towel instead of using a pressure washer. You now also added all of that water, all that dirt to your car that you just cleaned. We have a brick. Why do you have a brick in your glove box? What did you just do? The car won't roll away now. Do you not have faith in your parking brake? Probably have more faith in your parking brake. Deodorant. All right. You have lubricated your serpentine belt. All right. First off, you have now only lubricated one side of your serpentine belt. Second, chances are if your serpentine belt is making any kind of sound that you think it needs lubrication, it means your serpentine belt is about to go. And you should probably go ahead and get the thing serviced to, you know, replace the serpentine belt. Okay, you have a damaged mirror. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen. What? Is only the one side worthy of a little help? Is only the one side worthy of not testing the suspension? Yeah, these things are actually kind of nice. These things are used to find dents, and they're primarily used at body shops. So I don't know why you'd go ahead and use it. Okay, look here. If you... You got far bigger problems than a couple of dents on your car. It might be the, oh, I don't know, entire taillight and bumper missing. Come on. I'm sorry, what? So this works, but nowhere near that well. There's some other tomfoolery going on here. You can go ahead and use an air hose to create a vacuum and pump something out like this. It's not going to be that effective. Counterpoint though, why? What are you doing that requires you to drain the headlight fluid? I mean, if it makes you happy, whatever. Why? If you're gonna freaking tape something for decoration inside the thing, why not finish the freaking job? You lazy ass hat. Yeah, I mean, there's better mirrors to go ahead and use in your rear view, but you can do that. That's actually not bad. That's actually not a bad hack. All right, pool noodle onto window. Yeah, it's not great. It's not horrendous. They make floor mats for your muddy shoes. Why did we just use WD-40 on a window? What was the point? What was the case scenario for that? It's not even real lubrication. You just went ahead and put water displacement in the window. You know, actual phone holders are cheaper than a pair of flip-flops. What are you doing? Oh. I mean, I guess. Wait, what was... What's the hack? It sprung back to its original position. What did that do? I don't think that's DOT legal. I don't think that's DOT legal. Maybe that is. Maybe that would work. I don't know. I don't think that's still gonna get you a ticket. All right, we have tape, shaving cream. What are we doing? Huge doubt. Maybe that works, but man, I have massive doubts that that's gonna stop your window from fogging up. You have applied oil to your scuffed pad. You are now incorporating oil into your scuffed pad. You now have oil incorporated into your dash. Maybe you should clean it instead. You have cleaned a mirror. You have now dirtied a mirror with potato starch. I want to make sure I saw this right. You've applied that. So potato starch will dissolve into water, which means this film layer is not going to last that long. In addition, you're not going to be able to see clearly out of that anyway, because it is still going to distort light. There's a product out there called RainX. That is going to be a far better way to go if you're looking for long-term kind of waterproofing. I've actually used the stuff on all my trucks. And that will just have the water just bead right off. And in huge downpours, you can actually even get away with not even having your wipers on. You can see so clearly. It's actually really nice. That's also great to apply to mirrors as well, because the water will just bead and roll right off. So that won't collect on there. This is a stupid hack. All right, we have a steering wheel with a towel now. What are you doing? Seeds? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Cease. You have created a biohazard. What? What? First off, nothing's gonna grow with that sunshade blocking out the sun. You know, one of the two things that plants need. Second, why? Do you just want to make the car unsellable? Like, all right, I'm now dumber. I gotta rethink my life. Bye.